No, so it's funny that we used to have many, many brands.
Okay.
We used to have like 80 brands.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure.
my younger brother, Hussein, he is the sales and marketing director. So he comes to me more, we got to have, I don't know how many millions of dollars of advertising budget. And I'm like, listen, man, I don't have this kind of money to carry all these brands. So I told him that, Hussein, why don't we come up with one brand that it's very easy to pronounce.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to mean anything. And I said, look, Nike or Puma, it doesn't have to mean anything.
So
But it
sound.
should be easy to pronounce.
One syllable.
Yes, and for Africans, it should be easy to pronounce. Then he went quiet, and then I told him, okay, because in the US, Mohammed became Mo, and I said, look, why don't we do Mo? It's easy. But I didn't want to, kind
Try
of
to
push
push
it
your
onto
name,
him,
yeah.
because at the end of the day, he was the one who had to sell all the products, and I was worried that if he doesn't sell, he'll say that, look, you pushed me into a... So he waited for, I think, 3-4 months, and he said, okay, no, we go with the Mo product and the Mo brand, and now we are all across, We still have some solid, strong brands, other brands, and then we plug a Mo on top of it, and then slowly, the Mo becomes dominant.
Wow.
Yes.
So I have to ask you then.
Yes.
In the West, they say everything about, like, for example, having, focusing on one business or at maximum two things,
Yes.
And people, they think Elon Musk is doing a lot with like a few different businesses which he had. But what's your opinion on, like, as an entrepreneur, is it better to focus and try to do one thing very well, or is it better to just keep try to make as many sources of income as you can?
So ideally, if you're in an economy that is large enough, like the US, then you can just do one thing and become Elon Musk, or two things, or you become a centi-billionaire, right? But when you look at East Africa, where the GDP of economies are 40 billion, 50 billion, you can't just do one business. So if you do a water and carbonated drinks business, you'll get to a point of saturation, and you're not going to reach your billion. So because the economy sizes are small, you got to end up doing so many businesses. So I'll give you a small example.
Yeah.